Hello. I don't know if you can hear it, but my parents are currently just shouting at each other. The electricity is off. It comes back on in about 15 minutes though. Because we got some cats here. I'm trying to look for Kevin, our dog. It's the older one. But I cannot find him. Kevin! Waar is jij? Oh, hij is binnen en graag. Yeah, I can hear my Kevin's inside. Didn't even. What? Wait a minute. Rebecca. The second dog is also outside. Rebecca! Hey, here's her. I don't actually know what to do with her. And I don't really know if she needs to go back inside. Considering what's going on. Fucking hate when they're fighting. Because all they do is they keep continuing and continuing and continuing and continuing. It's like the dumbest thing ever. They just keep continuing. They don't stop or like they don't realize like, oh, at a certain point just stop, it's not worth complaining about it. And for the same thing, it's always the same thing over and over and over again. It's about food. It's not even about there's no food, there's no money to get food. No, it's just about the food. Okay. My sister and I got some Galitos. I think she complained about, the food quality. And spoil him off. And I'm not even, and that was basically where it all started. And then she come to continue. Now, it's just, this time it's now arguing about other things that isn't food. It's sorts of food, and then it just goes from there until it all accelerates. It's the dumbest thing, and I've seen it a bunch of times. It's so fucking retarded. That's the only word I can really come up with. Hold on. I know the way it's going. Okay, let me continue. So it's like the dumbest thing ever. Yeah, let's keep going. I was like imagine you're like your friends and you're bouncing off jokes right off each other, Let's say something like that. Something like that. But yeah, no, it's just arguing. It's so dumb. Anyway, only thing I would say to stop it is just realize sooner that fuck oh fuck, this is not worth complaining about. This is not worth it. Not worth getting fucking divorced over some food that was low quality, that was made by the way, Rebecca. Sorry, she was trying to get a frog right there. Anyway, and anyway, and but yeah, that was like the what I was talking about. Oh yeah, and it just goes, further and further and further. And it's so dumb. Because it has happened before. At this point, I'm literally saying the same thing over and over. I have no idea how the brains have not clicked yet. To say that shadow looks interesting. From my point of view, probably not yours. Anyway. But yeah, um, that's all I can say. So, should come on anytime now. Electricity. Let me quickly check on my phone, on my watch. About 9 minutes. Actually, now 11 or 10 minutes right now. It should come back on. But 5 minutes long. Fuck, you know. Yeah, it's really dumb. The only thing I would do is just I would realize, oh fuck, what the fuck are we arguing about? And it's like, okay, now it's done. It's done. Fuck that. I'm not gonna talk. I'm just not gonna talk anymore. I don't care what the other person says. I don't care about it. I'm just not gonna. I'm gonna quit. Quit talking. At that point. And if they say anything that is remotely funny, I'll just laugh. Point and laugh. Or I say, oh, do you like this? Do you like that? And it's like, yes, I do actually. I remember some guy in some freaking game chat like, oh, it looks like you don't even have everything unlocked. Do you like the color red? It's like everything's red. It's like, oh, actually, I do actually like the color red. You know, completely and utterly like it didn't even continue. It went with someone else because he was, oh, I'm not gonna get entertained by this guy. Yeah, yeah, Rebecca. I'm not gonna get entertainment out of this guy, so I guess someone else. That's all I do. Yeah. What is that? Oh, it's a toy. I thought it was a rock all this time. Uh, that thing. I thought it was a rock. Yeah. Also, another thing, they're old. The mom is in her six. I think early six. No, not 60s. No, yeah. No. Early 50s. And my dad is in his late 50s. I think next year he'll be 60. Oh, yeah, but yeah, they're getting old. And some may think, oh, that's not that old. Uh, for what they're doing to each other, it's pretty old. And like I said, it would be childish behavior. Even though I'm 16, and though I'm 16, I really think that's a childish. Just because all they're doing is bringing up old things, and that's making them angry. That's it. And of course, I'm not there. Most of the time, my door is closed. It's a weird mood today. Most of the time, my door is closed, so I don't really know what's going on. All I can do is like hear them. Oh, it's cold. But yeah, another thing I always say is money. Money is also a problem. We cannot pay our what? What's the thing? Oh fuck it. Skuld, basically. Our debt, bingo. We cannot pay our debt, so that's another thing. And for some reason, I have no idea fucking why. Oh, we need to get a new house. What? I remember sometimes like my mom said, okay, we have 500,000 rand. We have 500,000 rand, and we want to buy a new house or like start a new business, something like that. It's like, no, bro. Pay the debt first. First and foremost, pay the debt. I might not be the most responsible person with money, but I can give advice to others. I'm not really, but it's much better to say something to others than do it to yourself, you know. Oh boy, my dad is back to the front door. Fucking hell. don't really know what to say. Of course, as you have seen earlier in the video, I was searching for a dark cavern. Uh, yeah. Fucking hell, you cannot see far on this camera. For example, there's a wall. Let me get closer. There's a wall here, and I think there are like this. I can see that wall with my own two eyes on this camera. It's very weird. Most of the time, these things blow over like in one day. There's probably like two max, but in one day they usually blows over. And or like even in the same day, one day in the same day, just ooh, that's a cat. And another thing they also do is they just keep using old times in the old times and previous times when they fought, and and like and they keep using that to fool the children. Not to fool the children. I mean, my mom literally just tells previous times when this and stuff happens. Like, oh, awesome though. It's the same show. It's literally the same show over and over again. How the fuck is this even like entertaining fucking brains? It's just so dumb. Yeah. You know what's funny? I've no idea you can even hear them screaming. But you know what's funny? um, if they're not fighting, oh boy, you're fucking lovey-dovey's. I'm not no joking, lovey-dovey's. My mom, my mom is like the sweetest person. I don't know, sweetest person you'll ever met. My dad's quite nice, He's respectful. Even has taught me some things. Mom as well. Taught me a lot. Helped me a lot actually. She has helped me quite a lot. And I sometimes forget about that. I remember one time my dad I can't remember whatever. Anyway. My dad son, your mom does a lot for you. She does a lot for you. And it's a short talk. It's almost like a cliche-ish moment what happened. if it was like in the movie scene. I just start crying. And it's like, I mean, he's right. Huh. Anyway, yeah. And I sometimes forget about that, like what my mom does for me. But one thing I must still forget sometimes is what my dad does for me. So it's more like material things that my dad does for me, like give me a house, an internet, or a computer I even have. Almost anything I think that costs money in the house is from my dad, I think. Oh yeah, I've completely forgot. They're Christian. Ooh, is it almost time? Ooh, 2 minutes. But yeah, oh yeah, I completely forgot. They're also Christian. You know what that means? You know what that means? It's the devil. It's the devil that's making them do this stuff. Yeah, yeah. It's the. And so yes, I'm taught Christianity. I want to like mix it, if I can tell. Like No, it's not. It's not how you should use um your faith. But like when you need help specifically, you're going through tough times, and you need help. Um, then you shouldn't like, oh, can you please, oh God, can you please help me with my tire? I don't have money, this and that. Like, I understand you don't need to use it like that. No, no, that's you being cheap as hell, buff. But I think it was yesterday, maybe 2 days ago. I forgot. I just had a bad dream, and it's it's kind of funny to say. It's always because of how much I've heard of what they've said. I've had that bad dream, and it's basically my mom just hanging herself, and obviously my dad. I've no idea where this from. Of course, he had experience in the police force in South Africa from the 19 what? I think 1980s, 80s, 70s, no, well, like 80s, 90s, and then obviously became a lawyer afterwards. So yeah, obviously you've seen some shit, and he's probably like formed, how to protect himself, I guess, or form some sort of resistance. But yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a cat. Oh shit, I didn't even realize. Yeah, that's a cat. Sorry if you guys like wondering what the fuck is he looking? How the fuck is he talking so chill about this? And well, there's a cat just looking at your fucking soul. It's because I don't see it. You only see it on camera. Anyway, what's going talking about? Oh yeah, the dream I had. Yeah, that was just angry for some reason instantaneously. I'm wanting to stop it. There's like, if I can say, the string that's there. It's like one. It's like comically like a one string that's left. And I don't know, it's like one string like, and I just told like the same thing like, I won't let you do this. Your mum, of course I won't let this. Blah blah blah. Yeah, it's very depressing. And like for the day, almost the entire day, I was feeling pretty. So I was feeling pretty off. I was depressed almost, but not too. I don't know. I was just saddened by it. And I was like, annoyed of almost anything. But I'm pretty sure the only reason why I even stood up from that bed and made my bed, yes, it's a routine for me to make my bed at this point. Anyway, and anyway, and what the fuck did I want to say again? A question, oh yeah, question. The only reason I really stood up from that bed is just because I literally just prayed. It gave me the power to go through this day, you know, you know. That's just one thing I had. So please give me power to get through this day, oh God. And I stood up, I made my bed, I didn't brush my teeth. It's not a routine yet. I should really turn that into a routine at this point, brushing my teeth. It's not a routine yet, but anyway, I just made my bed, put on my clothes, and I could just play like soft games. Electricity was off because it was from 9 o'clock to like 11, yeah. So I couldn't play any video games, unfortunately. And my mother, I'm pretty sure, yeah, on that time, oh no, my mother was like doing something else around the same time. I'm homeschooled, by the way. Around the same time, we had to do something. My sister basically offered to help me with school because she's also becoming a teacher. Quite nice. But I've heard it's not great. Well, yes, hopefully she's it's true. But yeah, anyway, and went on that school, and shit, and times. Actually, no, wait a minute. I'm gonna backtrack a little bit here. She called my name so that we can go to school. I I just walked away. I just didn't want to do it. Didn't want to do it. And of course, she took my school bag, which was heavy. I'm pretty sure. Probably I don't know. I can't remember how many books they were. But anyway, it's like so. Thanks, also thanks to my sister for doing that. Man up. Oh, here's another thing. My dad fucked me. I mean, he's kind. From my perspective at least, he's kind. But yeah, he has problems. And I want this problems of self-responsibility, or like thinking about big things and doing big things, but not realizing the cost of those big things or maintaining those big things. If that's why that's yeah. I'm actually the opposite. I'm not, I'll do the opposite. But like realizing things and not taking self responsibility. I know it sounds like fucking how can I say this? I know it sounds fucking like bro taking self responsibility when you're 16. Yeah, sure, bro, sure. Keep coping. Keep coping, bro. Sure. Yeah. And also because this all started just because the food was bad. But it's from a fast food place and then was like in a fucking bad part of town. Why the fuck? What quality expectation do you fucking need? Fucking 5 stars? Do you need 5 stars for that shit? Like, oh yeah, you cannot. It's like, bro, you literally just ate fast food. And you know what? It was their decision to go to that one place, that one fast food place, Galitos. It was their decision, man. I was like, okay, I asked while we were driving uh, to the place, like, oh, what's the specific place? Like, what is it? What restaurant? Or what? I can't fucking remember what I said. What place is this? And it's like a Galita. It's like, oh, okay. I'll take like a chicken burger. That's it. Ooh, something. Dude, that's an airplane. You see that? See that? That's an airplane. Oh my gosh. I mean, you can barely see it. I think it's just yeah. I went between. But that flashing light was an airplane. I just heard it. Oh, that's so cool. Dude, you're a fanatic, bro. Like, what am I don't really have much of to talk about. Actually, I kind of do. But, uh, but yeah. But 23 minutes. Fucking hell, is electricity on yet? Nope. 7 o'clock though. It should be on. Oh no. Fucking Christians, be faithful. Yeah. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Unfortunately, the idiocy of human brains will always take over. There should be a fine line of like believing in your religion, but also taking in reality. Like at least like somewhat believing in science, you know. It's like there should be a fine line between how much you should trust in science and how much you should trust in your faith, you know. You can have faith, you can have faith, you know. Or you can be atheist. I don't really care. I don't really care who you are, what faith or what political opinion you have. I mean, yeah, some people care about that, but like, cat the weird thing. But yeah, what the hell? The fuck is the cat doing? What the cat doing? But yeah, should always be a fine line between those. You shouldn't be extremist, but you shouldn't also like if you are religious, you shouldn't be like, what the hell, man? Make your food. Stand over here so the cat can eat its food. Oh, but yeah, it should be a fun line between those two things. Because okay, I'm into military things and military aviation. Not the history, but I'm more like the technology, you know. And of course, the history comes with the technology. Obviously, that it comes with it. Another thing I surprisingly don't know about that would come with this weird thing of being interested in military stuff and the aviation stuff. It's or just military stuff really. It's just countries, like learning where countries are. Like, did you know that Syria, Israel, Georgia, and Saudi Arabia, Oman, Yemen, Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Emirates something, I can't fucking remember. Immigrants. I'm joking. All of them are actually in Asia. Yeah. Check something. Yeah. My gosh, 26. Electricity should be on by now. What the fuck is our garbage fucking um doing? Like in America, this would be unacceptable. 2 hours off, bro. For what? If it like for what? This would be completely unacceptable in any first world place. Like probably like fucking Europe, bro. Europe, like this would like at least Ukraine has their electricity on. At least they can turn it on. To be fair, actually, we have more like there's probably like more time in the day. I've no idea how it now is, but I have heard from someone that electricity will be off for like days. I'm pretty sure, or it'll be on, but then we get destroyed again. Something like that. But yeah. Anyway, let me go back. But yeah, I surprisingly learned a lot about countries and where they are. But this is fucking crazy. Dumb. For being so religious, I'm not even so religious. I don't even go to church. But enough, my dad thought that we should go to church. It's a waste of our time, something like that. Yeah. Yeah. It's fucking 20. It's almost 30 minutes! Okay, looks like she's sleeping. Rebecca. Okay, being fucking petrified of me. What the hell? Oh, don't tell me one fucking. Here's the thing, you know what's fucking insane? They turn off our electricity at like fucking like on Sunday. They turn off our electricity for like all day until like 6. You can actually see the stars. You can't see them, my friend. You can see the stars. But yeah, they turn off the electricity for the entire day until 6 p.m. Yeah, 6 p.m. They turn it back on. I thought that shit is night time, and you won't believe this. They still go by the original schedule for that week. So, for example, this one time it came back on like what 6:30. That's when it came back on. I was gonna do that. Anyway, it came back on 6:30. Okay, so it's like 30 minutes overtime. Whatever. Let's enjoy our 30 minutes of electricity. Boom, goes back off 7 p.m. Can you believe that? Oh, it's just garbage. Yeah, it's complete garbage. They still follow the normal fucking time. It's just terrible, man. It's just terrible. Yeah. I guess while I'm here, let me tell you how helicopters work. Yeah, I might be. I'm probably not gonna even upload this video, honestly. Probably will, for the sake of it. But what I want to say is it's back on. Electricity is back on. Electricity is back on. Let's fucking go. Hell yeah. Let's go. Oh fuck, I should probably not show that. Fuck yeah, finally. It is back on. Like what? But almost 15 minutes overtime. It came back on. Oh, that sucks. They can finally fucking calm down. Anyway, but I want to say, yeah, you might see me as being an absolute lunatic when it comes to like, oh bro, your parents are fighting, and you're just casually talking about your life and how your parents are like good in this and that. Like, I mean, I guess it's a coping mechanism. I even told them like the only reason I'm actually outside even in the first place is because I want to search for our dog, and I'm not even joking. I looked straight up, both of them in the living room. I just told them, I don't care if you guys are fighting. The dogs should not also be here. Just straight up told them like that. It happened so many times. My sister is apparently traumatized from them fighting. Me, I'm just fucking adapting. Just both different, you know? Literally making jokes about it. That's a frog. He's hopping. Hippity hoppity, get off my fucking property. But yeah. Yeah. Just back on. It sounds like they've calmed down right about now. Usually I'm just out of it. I've now learned my lesson. Like one time, like I just fucked up. You know, I should not have went in there. Completely my fault. I felt bad for the next couple of days. And days. Couple of days. I'm over it. It's on my. It was honestly my fault for feeling like that. and at least in Afrikaans, there is a word like, "Oh, feel sorry for yourself," or "Do you feel sorry for yourself?" And that's like, it's derogatory, if I can say it like that. You know, like bro, they're really sad. Fuck, they're really sad, and now you're just bringing them even more. You're kicking them while they're still down. It's so retarded. Just so fucking retarded for even saying that. But yeah, just don't understand that. And so the only thing why I say it's childish is just because it's about fucking food. Like literally, I'm not joking. I literally got my food, eaten it, watched the videos, watched some videos, and literally went outside, searched for the dog, and it's now 33 minutes later, and only now they've actually calmed down. But yeah, it's fucking crazy. Holy moly. Anyway, but I'm sorry, fucking hell. What did I want to say? Oh yeah, so I wanted to say that some people may look at us and say, I'm being a psychopath. Your family is a psychopath. And honestly, I think from an outside look, yes, that is how it would look like. Like holy fucking shit. I can't believe we found in situations this. Our family almost never fights, something like that. And what's another thing? What's another thing I want to say? No, yeah, also me. Some people are like, what the hell are you doing? Why are you not in there? Because I've learned my lesson of not being in there. Not physically learned my lesson, of being in there. But not messing with whatever's going on. Most of the time, I naturally let it just go out. I naturally let it fizzle out. That's what I do. But once I try, I was like, no, there was no point. Like the first 2 times, yes, it's what like, the first 2 times successful in sympathy at least somewhat. Then really got out of hand. But after the first time, I've learned my lesson and fucked off. That's what I do. I fucked off. So again, um, the fourth time I actually came, and it's only with my mom and my sister. And my mom was basically having a mental breakdown without crying and much rather giving out this anger, if I can tie that. That's another thing about I just realized. Holy fucking shit, we just get angry. Oh, your sand get angry. Literally just once the hell gets start screaming. Like it's actually that fucking dumb, you know. And I have to admit, I do have some sympathy with my mother. She is in pain. She's obese. Not at all to say, she just is. She has obesity. What? What? Come on. Anyway, I'm not gonna go in yet. But yeah, I was not happy because her obesity is just a pain. There's no, the nerves are dying in her feet. Something like that. I'm just like, almost like any woman. When she has makeup, she does actually look quite beautiful. But that obviously won't work. Also, I did told my mom that I view my dad as a hard-working man, that's caring for his family. I know it sounds retarded saying that, but when there's no fights, it does just somewhat. And I did actually literally write him, like, I think on, I can't remember if it's his birthday or his well, it's Father's Day, but at that time, like, I want to be like you one day. I want to be fit. I want to be want to have a great job, or basically just a job at that point. Or like even married at some point. I want to just be like all the good traits of you. And sometimes I just learn by myself, like, taking self-responsibility and actually being able to talk to other people. Like some years ago, I was like the shyest person. I'm no joke. I would literally stand behind one of my family members. Stand behind my sister, my mother, or probably not my father actually. Definitely behind my sister or mother. That's who I would stand behind. Now I'm the one ordering my food. I'm the one going out and getting the package. I'm the one that's getting that's not receiving, well, not ordering pizza, but at least receiving it, or like taking it from the pizza man. I'm the one that's not doing it. I can actually now talk with strangers, crazy, in real life, not online, but in real life. Yeah, I think that's like, I've not realized it until now, but I think that's actually that's probably the only thing I'm actually quite proud of doing. I mean, I'm overweight, fortunately. But yeah, it's a lot of mental things, I'm pretty sure. Just a lot of mental things that I literally learned myself, that you should be good at this and this and that. And honestly, anyone that's listening to this deep in, it just dipped. Just dipped. Anyone that's listening to this, honestly, I think one of the best things you could probably learn, like, just as a skill, not mentality or anything like that, but just as a skill. Of course, hopefully you're already fit. But I think the best thing that anyone can learn just as a skill is, where countries are, just geography, how to cook, how to somewhat take care of yourself, like how to manage yourself. If you ever get a headache, stomach, or something like that, what to do with that. Just some basic medical life no doubt to tell you. I unfortunately don't know that yet, but just basics of taking care of yourself. Doing things around the house if you were alone, and also about your daddy's money, or your mom. I'm not with my mom. Also, just doing dishes, like, fucking sounds useful. That I did, like, I watched the most dirtiest of things. Okay, I watched the most dirtiest of things when I was like 14. Fucking hell. I literally used to actually manually, with like some sort of fork, some sort of a knife or something like that, used to peel off shit off a pot. Not as a punishment though. Hello, Kevin. Hello. But not as a punishment, just something I had to do. And that was something I legit just did. I was gonna do it, it sucks. But whatever. Most of the time I just let out a huge sigh, like, ugh. Not really a sigh. But anyway, yeah, something like that. When I have to do the dishes. Well, I wouldn't say I mind it. I just don't need to play multiplayer games when someone calls me for doing the dishes. I just don't need to play that because at least in multiplayer, like, nah, bro. Nah. When the game is done, or when I'm not saying I have an addiction. If I play anything that's like single player, I'll just pause the game and do the thing with no complaints. I also probably have some sort of face like I don't want to do it, But I still do it. Oh man. Anyway, but yeah, then go back to what the fuck you need actually. So yeah, just cooking, basic, basically just how to take care of yourself as well. That's definitely useful. Cooking, how to take care of yourself, like when you get a slight boo boo, get a headache, a stomach ache, or something like that. Geography. Honestly, like even if you're just an artist, at least some like if you listen to the news, it will help with the you realize what shit is. Like example, Niger or Niger, I think this is called, and Chad is in Africa. That's the first thing you have to realize. Another thing is just reading a compass, not even using it, just being able to read a compass is useful. Where north and south is, at least like if you want to go more into it, for, for the basic level, for like 206 degrees, you got 0, you got 90, you got 180. That's most people know. You got 270, and you got 260, which is again just 0. And just weighing and knowing like the difference between I'm pretty sure it's more advanced stuff. But just basically basics of knowing true north and magnetic north. The problem with magnetic north, it fucking changes. Anyways, how deep I'm gonna go into it. But yeah, basic geography, cooking, because these are skills. Just taking care of yourself and being hygienic. This is just life things in all honesty. And just some basic geography. No idea if it's even important. Why the fuck am I giving advice to fucking strangers? For goodness sake, I think the most thing I've ever seen is literally my feet. Okay, bro. No feet pics. Don't lick my feet. They look fucking disgusting. Oh, it's so cool though. Wonder what's the temperature. Yeah. It's no idea actually what I really said throughout all of this. Oh yeah. A helicopter works. Hallo Ma. 200.